What if everything we thought we knew about female aging was only half the story? Ovaries may hold the key to living longer, and the scientists unlocking that truth. They're rewriting the rules of longevity.
Please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Check the description for trusted sponsors and ways to support the show. You're not going to believe this. Women's ovaries age twice as fast as any other organ in the body. And today, we're exploring how female scientists are revolutionizing our understanding of aging and longevity.
That's fascinating, and what's really interesting is how many prominent female researchers are leading this charge. Have you been following Dr. Rhonda Patrick's work in translating complex biomedical science into practical strategies?
Oh, yes. And what's really caught my attention is how this ties into the broader picture of women's health. You know, when we talk about aging, we often think about it as this uniform process, but these discoveries about ovarian aging are completely changing that perspective.
Let me add something interesting about that one. There's groundbreaking work happening with ovarian transplant procedures that could potentially delay or even prevent menopause, especially for women under 30.
Well, that's exactly what I wanted to discuss. Dr. Oktay's work in this field is revolutionary. The ability to preserve ovarian tissue and transplant it later could completely transform how we think about reproductive aging.
And it's not just about the surgical approaches. What do you make of the pharmaceutical developments, like the research on rapamycin?
That's particularly exciting because they're studying low weekly doses that could potentially extend fertility by 20% in mice. But here's what's really interesting. They're hoping to develop this into a safe, affordable pill that could slow ovarian aging.
And let's not forget about the work being done with anti-Müllerian hormone. Several biotech startups are experimenting with AMH injections right now.
You know what's fascinating about that? It's part of this whole new approach to managing egg loss and fertility preservation. But, and this is really important, there are also more accessible interventions showing promise.
Like the research on antioxidants and supplements?
Exactly. Studies have shown that compounds like N-acetylcysteine, vitamin C and E, turmeric, and coenzyme Q10 can potentially improve egg quality and protect ovarian tissue. And when you combine this with what we know about melatonin's effects on ovarian aging, it's pretty remarkable.
Well, speaking of combinations, have you seen that massive UK study on hormone therapy? The one that followed over 100,000 women?
Oh yes, that study was eye-opening. Women who started hormone therapy around age 48 and continued for 4 to 8 years showed significant anti-aging effects. But here's what people often miss. Timing is absolutely crucial in all of this.
That's such an important point about timing. The research consistently shows that fertility preservation options are most effective when pursued before age 35.
And that brings us to something really crucial: the representation of women in leadership roles within the longevity industry. We're seeing incredible pioneers like Laura Deming, Carol Greider, and Elizabeth Blackburn transforming the field.
So what do you think has been the biggest impact of having more women leading this research?
Well, I'd say it's led to a much more comprehensive understanding of aging. We're finally seeing research that takes into account female-specific factors that might have been overlooked in the past. And this is really important. We're seeing more innovative approaches to treatment.
Let me build on that. It's also leading to more accessible and practical solutions, not just high-tech interventions.
Exactly. When you look at how they're combining different approaches, like how ovarian tissue preservation might work alongside pharmaceutical approaches and lifestyle modifications, it's really promising.
And it's not just about extending lifespan, is it? It's about improving the quality of life throughout our later years.
That's really the key takeaway here. The goal isn't just to live longer, it's about maintaining health, vitality, and functionality throughout our lives. And with these brilliant minds working on these challenges, particularly the women leading the way in longevity research, I'm incredibly optimistic about what the future holds.
The future of longevity science does look promising, especially with this focus on comprehensive, personalized approaches that consider gender-specific factors.
And you know what makes this all so exciting? It's the potential to develop interventions that can be tailored to individual needs while still being accessible to a broader population. The combination of cutting-edge research and practical applications is truly remarkable. Turns out, aging like fine wine might just require a better understanding of your ovaries and some brilliant women in lab coats. Thanks for tuning in to the Wellness Lab Digest. If this episode helped you, here are 3 quick ways to support the show. 1. Subscribe to stay updated with fresh, body-loving wellness insights. 2. Share this episode with a friend who needs this today. 3. Comment below and tell us what topics you'd love to hear next. Want to do even more? Check the video description for ways to support the show. Stay curious, stay well, and we'll see you in the next episode.